Go on my head for like 5 minutes.
Okay, that was a good look.
Radio.
This one is not going to make it.
Okay.
I bet he won't forget that for a long time.
Nice.
This was in Nigeria? Or
Yeah,
was it
back in
US?
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Nice. We look at the scene at home now. You guys are doing more than the people that came before you in terms of the kind of money you guys pull today, the crowd you pull today. Today we have MTV Africa, Channel O, and Mnet. Will you say the reason why you guys are pulling this huge crowd is because you have all these tools now?
We don't have the tools. We don't have it. My first album that you have there, it was recorded in a room of my friend, and we have just a computer and the keyboard, and we have Yarisi Day mic. My uncle here will know what I'm saying. And you have to kneel down.
You have to kneel down.
You have to kneel down to voice, and that's how we came about that first album. And the second album, we don't even have mixer. We use software to mix it. So there is nothing like, I'll say our older generation have it, because then the likes of Pioneer Records, Ivory Music was back then in Nigeria. But now we don't have them.
And Decca.
But where do you guys make your money? Because, I mean, with piracy and all that.
Where artists in Nigeria makes money is shows.
Shows.
And those that don't sing party songs have themselves to blame. Their song, people will like their song, and they will only sell CD, and after a million copy of CD that their marketer sold, they can only get money for like 100 pieces.
Wow.
So it's only, so we Nigerian artists are being forced to sing party songs because Nigeria wants to dance. It's just African nature. We want to dance.
Nice. Looking at the videos that have been coming out of Nigeria especially, the qualities have really, really gone high. I mean, I look at some of the videos, they look like whatever videos that can come out of Los Angeles or New York City or Atlanta. What really made this possible for these videos, for the qualities of these music videos to come up real high?
It's because we have great talent, and I'll say Nigeria is very blessed amongst the rest countries in Africa. If you go to places like South Africa, they have all the equipment, but they don't have the manpower. We Nigerians go there and use their equipment and make the best out of it. Anybody can testify to this. There was a point in time in Nigerian music industry where Ghana videos are better than Nigerian videos. We meet up with them and we get the best out of them. So in Nigeria now, when you talk about music, you just have to come to Nigeria first before you go to any other African countries.
You know, I have a question though. I know like in Jamaica or here in the United States, sometimes you have rappers against each other. In Jamaica you have, you know, dancehall artists against each other. What is the scene like in Nigeria? You guys have that as well?
There was a time, you know, Nigerians emulate the culture of Americans a lot. There was a time here, you know, gunshots, fighting and all that. But nowadays, Nigerians understand the value of money. So now people don't fight in Nigeria.
But talking about artists, like
artists,
in
now
Jamaica,
artists.
you have Beanie Man, who's against, you know, and they'll be on stage and they'll be, you know, doing against each other. Beanie Man.
My sister, even though I'm fighting you, my colleagues in Nigeria, we smile at each other. And at the back, I'll just talk. I'm not bad with that guy, but I will never say, I want to make the money. It's who have the money.
Because you never know where you're going to meet up. And you want to make your money if you do meet up. I have a question for you, young man. Who are your inspirations musically? Who are the people you look forward to making music when you were a little boy?
I respect the Baba too much, Ebenezer Obey.
How about Haji Haruna Inshallah?
There are plenty. Those fathers are so great. And they bring out the culture and tradition that we are making use of today. And if I want to go outside the shores of Africa, I'll say Bob Marley, Wyclef Jean, Yusuf Ndo. Those are the people that I respect so much.
I'm sure Fela Kuti.
Oh, definitely.
Of course. The reason I asked that question is I see different elements of the Yoruba music in his music.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I
like he just mentioned Ipuakara, and I'm surprised that he had to mention Ipuakara. He knows his stuff. That's why. He knows his stuff. Yeah.
My brother, this MTV Awards is coming up in Nigeria, November 22nd. Win or lose, for me, it doesn't really matter, because right now in Africa, everybody's talking about Gongo Aso,
Gongo Aso. Yeah.
What will this award mean to you if you pick it up on the 22nd?
If I pick it up, that means the journey to Grammy is is very close.
Amen.
It's just like this inch. Because over the years, you know, as an artist in Nigeria, Two-Face Idubia has opened a lot of doors for this generation in particular. And I don't see myself as a success if I'm not able to go beyond what he has done. He was the first African to have, first Nigerian artist to have MTV base, first Nigerian to have mobile. So he has done a lot. So if I get mobile, it's like I'm still the same level with him. But I want to be the first Nigerian that will get Grammy. So if I collect that MTV base that day, that means we are very close to that dream.
To that dream.
Yeah.
Keep dreaming, my brother. And dreams do come true.
I remember you talking on BBC about living in Bariga, you know, that's all my neighborhood. We go roll into Gongo I saw because the first time I heard it on the radio, I'm like, man, this guy is huge. Talk about the song, man. Gongo I saw.
Gongo I saw. How does Gongo I saw come about?
It's an inspirational song because most people that comes from those hoods that we're making names of, you get frustrated, get being pushed to the wall, and a whole lot of people don't expect something good to come out of that neighborhood. It's always for the rosy sides like Victoria Island and Ikoyi. So you're telling people that if I'm able to break that, James, if I'm able to make that name, buy that car, I'm going to go here and say, okay, I don't make her. So that's what it simply means. It means if I'm able to achieve that dream of mine, the whole world will know about it.
Oh, hell's
gonna break.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's there you go.
Yes.
Radio Aphrodisia, we're about to launch into the biggest track that came out of Nigeria.
Gongo I saw.
What you saw?